to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel, it's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fabulous yarny community. Hey, returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of your Friday with me. Today, we're gonna do some clarifications on the crochet along that Jackie and I are doing. The Tanks and Tees 2023. I'm going to show you a finished object and show you some things I've got going on. One of them I'm not sure about at this point, so we'll talk about that. I also wanted to bring up the fact that today is the second Friday in May. May is the month of lupus awareness. If you're new, you may not know that I do have lupus. I also have rheumatoid arthritis. My son has dubbed it, I have rupus. So for the month of May, I wear my purple watch band. I wear my purple wristband for hope, faith, and love to bring awareness to the invisible diseases. I may look healthy on the outside and I may be able to do a lot of things. There are times when I can't do anything. Even though I look healthy, I am, there's a war going on inside of me every single day. So all I'm saying with this awareness is that for me personally, I'm lucky. I don't have the butterfly rash that a lot of people do, but mine manifests in I have severe bone loss, I have severe hair loss, I have hearing loss, I have tinnitus to the extreme. I suffer with chronic migraines and fatigue. And when I say I have fatigue, I feel like I wake up with the flu every single morning. Painsomnia is a daily occurrence. I could not tell you the last time I slept through the night. So even though I put on a sunny smile, there are days when I just want to curl up and stay in bed, but I don't allow myself to do that anymore. I used to. When I was first diagnosed, I wallowed in it for a while until I realized, it was no way to live. So I had to, get up and make myself active. There are days when I don't want to, but I do it. It was one of the reasons that we moved to Florida, to get away from the Midwest winters and spring that were so cold and miserable. And on top of that, with the seasonal affective disorder, when you have days and days of no sunshine, vitamin D deficiency is another huge factor of lupus, and I have that severely. Even though I'm supposed to stay out of the sun because of the lupus, I have a major vitamin D deficiency. It's all just this big vicious cycle. But anyway, it is Lupus Awareness Month. I just wanted you to be aware, even though somebody may look really healthy on the outside, you don't know what kind of a war is going on the inside. So, that's one of the reasons why I say let's be kind to everyone. So, let's talk about the Tanks and Tees 2023, the crochet along with Jackie from Crochet HD and I. We wanted this crochet along to be a chance for people to get out of their comfort zone and into making wearables. So many people have said, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how. You can. I'm telling you, as a novice pattern reader, as a advanced beginner, I would never even call myself intermediate. I'm an advanced beginner crocheter. You can make a wearable. This is the fifth one I've made this month alone, April and May. What I'm wearing is the Rusty Road top by MJ Off the Hook. And I love it. You guys, I made this with my Juniper Moon Farms cotton linen blend. The color is called White Pepper. It was a super easy stitch, super cute. I love everything about this. It has a V-neck. I can't show you the back because I can't get far enough back. But it has a small V-neck in the back, a larger V-neck in the front. Obviously, you have to wear something underneath this. But with my choice of yarn, this cotton linen is free, it's light, it's airy, it's not heavy. So wearing a tank top underneath it is the perfect complement to this. I can see this when we go on a cruise in January. If I have my bathing suit on, I could throw on a pair of shorts and this over the top, and I can go into the dining room for lunch. Or the the buffet for lunch. I don't know about the dining room, but go into the buffet for lunch. The armholes, I could have probably made them smaller, but I chose to make them bigger. When I did this pattern, now it's written as a crop top. I don't do crop tops. So when I did this pattern, I took the starting chain from the absolute largest size she has written this for, and I believe that was a 5X. And that's just the starting chain from, up the front and down the back. Where the pattern size comes in is the width of the panel, and that I did in a 2X. So I did a longer chain, but I did a narrower paddle so that I could still get the coverage across here that I needed from my size, but added the length, and I was able to stay on count with her stitch count. This is an easy one row repeat pattern. You whip stitch it up the front and up the back and then up the sides. Oh my God, so cute and so easy. I love everything about this. The yarn I loved working with. The more I wear this, the more I manipulate, the softer this yarn gets. And I'm gonna have to talk to Nancy. Nancy, she's got yarn too. She's the one that kind of turned me on to this pattern. This pattern, I'm sorry, is from MJ Off the Hook. The pattern is free on her blog, or you can purchase it. I think it's either in a bundle or you can purchase it separately. I purchased the pattern. But Nancy's kind of puckered up the front where she sewed it together. I'm wondering if she used like a single crochet to sew it together. I did mine in a whip stitch, and I have no puckering. My seam is, pretty straight at the bottom. So I was really worried about that because I didn't want one that, kind of pulled together here. But with whip stitching it came together so easily, and I really, really like this. So this is my finished object for this Friday. The other thing I've started is another tank top. I really have been just knocking these tank tops out. It's just, I think I've become a little bit obsessed. But this next tank top I'm working on, well, my computer will be, yep, there we go. It is called the Tunisian Triangle Top. The designer is handmade by Roska. I think that's how you say it. Roeska. She's got a great smile. This is the designer. It's a really cute summery tank top done in Tunisian crochet. I wanted something that would be different than two panels, the exact same thrown together. Blah, blah, blah. I wanted to do something a little different, and I love Tunisian crochet. So here we are. I have started it. Now she did hers in wool, and she held 2 strands of fingering weight together. I hate holding 2 strands of yarn together. I'm not comfortable with it. So I'm using Kubu, which is a number 3, but oh well, we'll see how this translates. But right now I'm doing the ribbing. I started this last night, and I love it. I know people don't like Kubu. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, sometimes it can be splitty. You just gotta slow down a little bit and be more deliberate, but for me it's not that bad. And I do love that this color is pale pink, And it's just a really soft baby pink. And this yarn is soft and squishy. It's 51 cotton, 49 rayon from Bamboo. It is a number 3 light. And I'm kind of excited to see where this goes. This, you know, Tunisian is slower process for most people, any of me included. So this one probably won't get done until the end of June, but I'm enjoying having the process of making it. And I'm excited to see how this works out. And then lastly, the other thing I started, I've mentioned it before, my granddaughter graduates from high school, and the ceremony is going to be outside in the evening. And in Indiana, when the sun goes down in early June, it gets chilly. The dress I'm taking for that is a sleeveless sundress. It's navy blue. So I needed something to be able to throw over my shoulders once the sun goes down that isn't going to be heavy, and, you know, I don't want a blanket, you know. So I found a shawl called the Rose Sienna Triangle Shawl. I'll put a better picture in. She used this is by Christine's Crochets, and she used Yarn Art Flowers, which is a number 1 fingering. I am using my Barocco Isla, which is a number 3. And this is what I've got so far. The pattern is really easy so far. I'm only like 15 rows in. I just think that this is this yarn is 38 cotton, 36 linen, 26 viscose, 284 yards. I have 4 of these. I'm just going to go until all 4 are gone to make a nice big oversized wrap. These colors are just gorgeous. I love how this is turning out. I think it'll look really pretty with my navy blue dress. And so just a simple, I honestly, I thought about a rectangle one. But then I thought to do 200 stitches or 250 stitches back and forth again, I couldn't do it. The Ruana that I'm working on for my daughter is 200 stitches back and forth. Although you change you know, the stitch every row, it's a different stitch. So that doesn't become so tedious. But there literally, I found a pattern that in the pattern, it said it was a lace pattern. And I thought, oh, this will be pretty. I paid the $5 for the pattern. Come to find out, it was a rectangle done in single crochets. But she says it's a lace pattern because she used a size 11 hook. And that was the entire pattern. You did, I think her starting chain was 180. And then you single crocheted back. And then you did 48 rows of single crochets back and forth with a number 11 hook, and then blocked it to size. That was the pattern. I was kind of disappointed that I spent $5 for that pattern. But again, to me, $5 is a cup of coffee. I don't mind spending it. Some of these designers put months into designing these patterns, and I want to show them my appreciation by purchasing their pattern. I don't think, you know, $4, $5, $6 isn't too bad. I've seen some patterns that are $10 and $11, and I'm like, for a single one, if it was a group of them for that much, I probably wouldn't, you know, second guess that. But for one pattern for $10, I kind of shy away from those. But when you're talking $4 or $5 for a pattern that, you know, especially one you end up liking, you have it forever. So that's my opinion. Now you know, shooting star. Anyway, let's talk about the Tanks and Tees 2023. I've had several people question what's going on. And even though we offered the Wren tank and the Wren tee as an option, that wasn't a requirement. You can make anything you want that is a summer wearable. This is MJ Off the Hook for this cute little tee. I did the Renegade tank. I did the Renegade, or the Ren tank. And I have another lacy tank t-shirt like this that's on my to-do list. So anything that is a summer wearable that you would feel comfortable wearing in the good old summertime. You don't have to use those two patterns. I think that is the number one question that I've got. No, you do not have to use those patterns. I am doing a giveaway at the end of this, which the crochet along goes until June 30th. Yeah, 30th, right? Yeah, June 30th. And I'll draw a winner sometime at the beginning of July. I'm giving away 3 prizes. Now, nobody is affiliated with this. Jackie isn't even affiliated with this, Jackie at Crochet HD. This is just me and my husband. My husband is the bank, so I always include him. I will purchase the prizes. It will be some yarny goodness. There are 3 ways to win, or 3 chances to win. The first one is if you do a tank top, and the second one is if you do a t-shirt. Those 2 will be done on a random draw. The way to enter the random draw is you need to post a picture on our private Facebook group, not my regular page, but our private Facebook group. The link to that is listed below, using the hashtag Tanks and Tees 2023. When you do that, you're automatically entered into the drawing for either a tee or a tank. That will be done by a random draw, you know, the little thing that spins with everybody's name on it. You can also enter by emailing me a picture, putting in the subject line, Tanks and Tees 2023. My email is listed below, but it's right here. I'll pop it in right here. The third way that you can enter is posting a picture on Instagram with the hashtag Tanks and Tees 2023. Those are the only entries that I'm going to accept. If you post it to my regular Facebook page, I will remind you to post it to the private group. You are not in the private group if you have not answered the 3 questions. I'm doing this to keep the trolls down. I've had so many scammers. I've actually had people contact me saying that they're part of this yarning community, and you know, trying to get my bank account numbers, and I'm like, yeah, no, not happening, people. So I'm being very, very cautious with the Facebook group. So in order to enter through Facebook, you need to be a part of the private group and answer the 3 questions. If you don't answer the 3 questions, you're not going to be allowed in. My husband is the administrator, and he is like super stickler about who can, you know, if you're not answering the questions, he won't approve your request. So, excuse me, if you have any questions about that, email me and I'll be glad to help you through it. I'll send you the link directly to the private Facebook group where you can answer the questions. Right now, I think we're at like 130 people, which is cool. I love, it's a safer place than the regular Facebook. So yeah, that's, if you have any more questions. Oh, and then the third winner, I almost forgot. The third winner, this one is going to be more subjective. This is going to be from everybody who enters, whether you do a tank or a tee. Everybody's name is going to go in with their pictures, and I have assembled a panel of judges. And the judges are going to select what I call the best in show. It's subjective to the judges. So one of the judges doesn't have any clue about crochet, and it's just a fun twist. You won't know who the judges are until at the end. So, and it's nobody in our yarning community. I'll tell you that right now. It is totally random. to you. You probably don't know any of these people, but I wanted it to be so subjective. They're not even on my Facebook page. They aren't part of the private Facebook group. They're going to get pictures. That's it. And then they're going to choose which one they think is the best. So it's very, very subjective to my 3 judges. So if you have any other questions about that, please let me know. So that is it, guys. That is how we're going to give the 3 winners away. 1 for a tank top, 1 for a t-shirt that is a random draw, and then the 1 for the judged best in show with our judges. I don't think there's anything else I need to go over with you on this Friday. Gosh, it's been a fast week. I hope everybody had a great week, that you're planning something really fun for this weekend, that you get some crafting time in and some time for self-care. And until I see you again on Monday, have a great weekend and be kind to everyone.